Hello, fart faces. It is I, Bev B Diamond Paints. Today we're going to be talking about storage. I love talking about storage. I love talking about diamond painting tools and accessories. So I figured why not do a storage video. So there's going to be all different types of storage options, and you definitely can figure out what works best for you, and that's my one suggestion. So you'll see myself and other creators all be like, this is my favorite storage, or this is the best storage. But figuring out what is best for you is really the key thing to take away. So these are the containers I actually started with. I think this was the first container I actually ever got for diamond painting. Before, I would just work out of the bags and then kind of just tape the bags up after I was done using it or putting it away. So I moved on to this storage system. This was really cheap. I believe I got it on AliExpress and it was like $4 or something like that. Right now in this system I do have keychains that I have kitted up, so I'm only using like literally this area for the keychains and the rest are like whatever. Some of them don't close anymore, so I've washi taped them shut. Just so in the future when if I go to kit up and use all of these, then I'm like, okay, well these two are broken because they don't shut properly, so that's why there's washi tape on them. Some of them have labels on them for no reason, and then these ones I just cut the circle labels in half because I'm like, I don't need a giant label on each of my containers, so I just cut them in half to save them because I was running out of labels. Thankfully I do have more, but they come in this little grid of 4 and they're pretty good. So if you're doing like a 30 by 40, like a smaller snack size diamond painting, these are really great for that because again, they come in, they're small, they hold enough drills, and they come in like a big box like this. So this was the first one that I bought, and then this one came with an accessories kit that I bought off Amazon. So there's also this one. This one holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28 different colors, and this one holds whatever 28 times 2 is. Like I do math. So this one again is really good for small 30 by 40, 30 by 30. I have, what do I have kitted up in here? What is this? I have something of a mystery kitted up in here. Oh, this is old. I was doing a special partial, and that's what's kitted up. So these are leftover drills that I just haven't de-kitted yet. So this is really nice. It's perfect for travel because it's so small, and again they come in these 4 grids, and I just used masking tape or invisible whatever wrapping tape, like wrapping present paper tape, to label these ones. So these were the first ones that I started with, and then I was like, these aren't big enough because I started doing larger diamond paintings like Diamond Art Club, so I moved on to this system. So basically what it is I bought a whole bunch of these paint pots. Like I have a giant bag of them right here. I bought a bunch of these little paint pots from the dollar store, and this tray here, this plastic tray, is actually from the dollar store as well, and they line up pretty nicely. So what I did was I would just put them, I guess I can just show you an example. So they line up pretty nice, they fit pretty nicely in here. So I would just fill up the whole thing with colors. I wouldn't go on to another layer because if I put another layer like this, it'd be hard to see the drills that are underneath. So what I did was, if there's a really huge color, I also bought these ones. These are really good for like if you're doing a diamond painting. There's a drill right here. If you're doing a diamond painting with lots of 310 or like a particular color, I bought a bunch of these, and these actually screw together. So that's really handy. And I think for a pack of 6 of these, it was like $1.25 or $1.50. Something really, it was really affordable. And for these, I believe there were 3 for $1.50 or something like that as well. So this is really affordable. This tray, does it say the price on it? This tray, yeah, it says underneath. This tray itself was $3, and this was like in the container section of Dollarama, and these were in the craft section of Dollarama. So whatever your dollar store is, you should be able to find these. I have like a whole crap ton of them because they're so affordable, and they worked really well. Like you can see, I'll show you. These actually hold quite a bit. quite a bit more than these do as well. So these hold quite a bit. Oh yeah, and then, sorry, I also bought a size up. So there's also these ones. So if you compare those to these ones hold so much more than these, probably about 2 or 3 times as many as this one does. So I bought a whole bunch of these, and I believe these were, again, like 6 or 4 of them for $1.50 or $1.25 or something like that. So these are really great too. Like if I'm doing a diamond painting that has only like 25 colors or something like that, I believe I used to use these ones instead, because then I didn't have to worry about not having a big enough container for the drills. And then if I did one with like 40 colors or something like that, then I would use these smaller ones. So yeah, really affordable. And like I still use those sometimes when I'm too lazy to kit up my Elizabeth board, which I'll show you in a minute. There's also another alternative to plastic containers like those are the Tic Tac boxes. I'm not a fan of these. I bought these from fan sales when I first started diamond painting because I kept seeing everyone else using them, and I was like, I want to try those. Those look really nice. And so I bought a box. I think there's like 60 in here or something like that. They came with these labels, which is really handy, but they don't hold that many drills. So if you look at it, it's pretty small. Like it doesn't hold a lot. And I found, like, I tried filling them with drills, but I found, like, how am I supposed to get them back in this little hole? Like, so if you're using this tray or something like that, it's annoying, because if you just leave it on the table and you go like this, your chances are you're going to knock this over, unless that's just me. You can also take off the entire thing. Well, you technically could. I can't, apparently. You could also take off the entire lid and then refill or like pour the drills back in, but I just found that these aren't very practical. I really like the way that Tic Tacs look when they're kitted up though. Like I love that. That's like some porn stuff to me. But yeah, so Tic Tacs, I've never used them. And this container also came broken. See, like this tab part is broken. Not that it matters because I never use them. They literally just sit here and collect dust. And one day I just want to kit them up though, so I can take a picture and stare at it and be like, oh, it's so pretty. So there's Tic Tacs. When something comes in baggies, like they're already pre-kitted up in baggies, so I've been using this cat-eared box from my mystery box diamond painting, my mystery diamond painting. So all I did was I cut one side of it. You can do this with any diamond painting box basically, and all I do is I just stand up the Ziplocs in the box like this. So this is like my ghetto version of it. It's cheap. It was basically free because it came with my diamond painting. Well, it wasn't free, but it's just an easy way, and it's small enough to sit on the table, and it's small enough to fit a whole bunch of these baggies. So I have them in order from smallest to largest DMC, and that's just how I've been doing baggies since I cut this cat-eared box. And before, I used to just lean them up in this container, but I found that they would get messy really easily, so I just don't do that anymore. So that's how I hold the Ziploc baggies. This is a gift that I got from my friend. I helped her with a website, so she actually gifted this to me. It was on my Amazon wish list. This one holds 60 colors, as you can see. So I actually don't have a large desk, so when I do use this, I actually just take out this insert, and I'll put this insert on my desk itself, and I'll put this case off to like the side or wherever, but I do keep them in the case when I'm not using them. So these came with circle labels, and as you can see, there's that. So I haven't really used this a lot. I've used them I think once since I got them, but I just literally, I don't do it by DMC number or anything like that. I literally just fill up these, and then any extra colors that I have, I tuck into this, or extra drills of a color I have that doesn't fit in here, I just tuck them into here, and then that will hold it. So this was really nice. I really like this. You can see how deep, oops, this one is, okay. So you can see how deep the containers are. So they're pretty deep. There's different kinds of containers that come in these. So you can order something that looks similar to this, but the containers are a lot smaller and skinnier. I prefer this one because like these are the fatter and taller containers, and you can fit way more drills than the other ones. So if you're looking for something similar to this that's kind of compact and will sit nicely on your desk, or if you're traveling or something like that, look for the one that comes with these bigger containers, because the smaller containers, they look so small, like they can't hold anything. And I really like how the labels look on these as well. So there's that. Then lastly, this is my favorite thing. I got my same friend who bought me that other container, bought me this one too. This is the Elizabeth Ward, I think it's like Doris, Elizabeth Ward Doris container. I don't know what they're called, but it comes with this handy cover, which I don't usually use. I'll just put it underneath when it's on my desk. They came with these labels. I've never used these labels. I just keep them with it. I should really just like toss them out, but here's some labels. And okay, there's some rogue drills underneath, as you can see. But these are my favorite containers. They come in, there's I think 4 different sizes. So there's like a big one like that. That's where I usually put 310s when I'm working on a diamond art club. Baby size ones. The baby size ones are really good for like just like the random smaller colors. And then there's like the medium size one. And then there's the large size one. And then that's it. So small, medium, large, extra large. So extra large would be this one. So I really like this one. It is hard to get the labels off once you have them on there. Some people put washi tape across the entire front screen, or the front screen, the front of the container, and then they'll put the label on top. Me, I just like don't really care, and I can't be bothered, so I literally just put them on the container, then I try and rip them off, and if it doesn't all come off, I don't care, I just leave it. The one thing that is annoying about these, you might find annoying if you do have fake nails or like longer nails or really brittle nails, is you have to dig underneath here to open them up. So you have to like shove your nail or your finger under here. And the more you open them and the more that you use them, the easier it will be to open them. But I remember when I first got it, I was like, this is killing my finger. And some of them are easier to open than others. Like this one, I can literally just pop open. But that is like the one downfall, I think, with these containers, that they hurt people's fingers. But I really love them. I don't know. They're just like, because there's such a variety of containers or of sizes, it just is really helpful. And I have like, you know, I have diamond painting wax stuck on one. And you can also buy the containers, like additional containers. You can also buy additional containers. So say you really like this size of container, you can go on Amazon and you can purchase a bunch of these like by themselves. I think they sell them in like packs of 5 or 6 or something like that. So if you're like, okay, I never use these small ones, you can get rid of all the small ones and then buy a bunch of these. On Amazon Canada, I haven't seen the container sold separately. Recently, when I last checked, like probably a couple weeks ago, they didn't have the container sold recently in stock, but they do have this one in stock. But I think it is the you can buy this version with the different sizes, or you can buy the version that just has a bunch of these small ones. And I think the small ones are the version they have right now for sale on Amazon. Huracan, I believe, Huracan on AliExpress sells their own version of this container, and I've heard it's like exactly the same, and the pricing is really similar to what Amazon Canada has them for sale for. So if you can't find them on this on Amazon Canada, check Huracan on AliExpress. And that's all. Oh, and for when I don't keep my drills, I actually just pour them into this jar. And I posted a video on TikTok of me pouring the extra drills into this jar, and people were like, that's giving me anxiety. Sorry if this gives you anxiety, but I only save my Diamond Art Club drills. So there's another container idea for you. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but they're there. So that's all that I have for you guys today. These are all the options that I've worked with before. What's your favorite way of storing your drills for when you're kitting up and doing your diamond paintings? I want to know, what do you use? I really like those Harbor Freight containers that people in the States get. I know my friend Abigail's gonna send me some, so thank you Abigail, thank you. I'm excited to get those. Those look really nice when they're kitted up, and I will see you guys in my next video. If you're new here, go ahead and click subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of my hive. I upload videos on a weekly basis. So until next time, talk to you guys later. Bye!